Remember that Povetkin, was pulled out of a fight and then sort of got himself injured before fighting for that bogus title last weekend. Anyway, full credits, by the way, to Sky for discussing that tonight on their Ringside show, and I hope my article from the Independent really helped them, because it was full of facts and figures, and I like to do my research for Sky. I might send them a bill for that, to be perfectly honest with you. I might start inventing one or two fibs, putting in some absolute clangers in my stuff, especially when I start this Independent column next week, so that when other people use it, if they use the absolute outrageous inventions of mine, we'll know where they came from. Not that there were any inventions in Monday's piece in the Independent. What happened, you see, there was it's a bizarre thing, see, boxing, because in boxing, unlike every other sport, to be called the best, you are at some point you will have to fight the best, or play the best, or run against the best, or race against the best, or dive against the best, or lift against the best, or serve against the best. Not in boxing, no. If there's a way to negotiate another route to that title, they will find a loophole. And what this organisation, the World Boxing Organisation, decided to do, they're based in Caracas, so you know they're a fun bunch, don't you? So they're down there in Caracas, and they decided, you know what, it's all very well having one heavyweight champion. That means we can only get money when he fights twice a year. Forget that. We'll call our heavyweight champion Super, and we'll create another title called Regular. So they've created a regular title, and last week two big Eastern Bloc lumps. Good fighters, though. I like them. Ruslan Shagir, one of my favourite Uzbekistan fighters. I'll tell you the truth, he's my favourite Uzbekistan fighter, to be honest with you. And I really do like him. And he fought a guy called Alexander Povetkin from Russia, who won the Olympic gold medal back in 2004. And they fought over in Germany, somewhere called Erfurt. It's not one of those places I've ever been to in Germany, and I've been an awful lot of Germany. Sometimes when I'm over there, I feel like a GI. Been to so many cities, I really have. And so they fought, and it was a terrific fight, and Povetkin, as expected, he managed to win the WBA title, but he only won the regular version. But someone corresponded with me, sent me an email saying, or there was something on East Side Boxing, if I'm not mistaken, where one guy who's so you've got Super Champion at the top, then you've got Regular Champion, and then underneath that you sometimes have a situation where you have the Interim Champion. This happens when someone, either at the super level or the regular level, is injured. So recently an interim champion at one weight, so that means there's 3 champions at that weight, so there's 3 so-called world champions at that weight. What happened to the interim champion? He became injured, so he was then upgraded to recess champion, and someone fought for the interim title. So we had an interim champion, the interim champion in recess, the regular champion, and the super champion. And you know what? Sometimes when I look in the mirror in the morning and I say to myself, if I've had a hard night, a bad night where I've had to deal with absolute people, you know, lunatics, and I'm 26 years dealing with lunatics in the boxing business, sometimes I look at myself and say, you must be mad. And then when I look and I see something like that, 4 world champions at one weight, oh yeah. I wish I had the energy I had when I was younger and I wanted to be a crusader and change things, because it's a doddle. To be a crusader now is a doddle. Back then you had to go out and find stories. Now you just got to contact those crazy guys in Caracas, and they'll give you some details. You couldn't invent this stuff. I mean, I did try when I wrote the book, the novel The Fixer. I started to invent stuff, and I thought, oh, forget that. Just write the truth and change the name. And I did. Anyway.